Hey, I've had a few people ask me questions how my PT's doing and what we're doing to it. I figured I'd make a short little video here, show you what we got going on, and maybe show you a couple of the other cars real quick. So as you can see, the PT is in a million pieces. It is pretty torn apart. Dash, it's not stock anymore. We've done a lot to it. The sunroof there is taken out. Got a blanket. The hood that's going on it, sitting up there, fiberglass. Motor in it right now is actually just a mock-up block. It's got a big old hole in it. I actually was winded by that car. Got turbo set up, kind of put together, mocked up in place. It's all going to have to come out. It's all getting repainted, all purdied up. Now, anyone familiar with PTs know that the ECU is usually right here. We actually moved it and put it over here under the dash. Now, we also moved the fuse box, and the harness actually is original. We are modifying it fairly heavily. We're actually doing a lot of really neat things. One of the biggest problems to work on these cars when you've got to take the front end apart is the factory loom here for the headlights actually goes across. We've got it now where the harness comes down on each side through the frame rails. That way it's nice and tucked. It's redone, and then we've already tested it. It is actually working. The headlights work, taillights work, blinkers all work good. So we're got a good start. I'm going to show you one of my favorite parts right now. Just got done doing it, so that's why it's my favorite. Now this part's really neat. We got our buttons here for scramble button, our two-step launch control. So we'll be able to actually run these wires through the factory clock spring since we got rid of the cruise control. So these will actually be hidden, which is these really get annoying. They're always in the way, so we're getting rid of those. Those wires talking about when I say they get in the way, this thing trying to drive, it's hanging down, or it's just in the way and ugly. We'll be actually have it through the column. Our bezel just got done mocking it up. I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. Got our boost leash for our boost control. We'll have some switches for fans. I forget what else we're doing with those. Boost gauge, wideband, oil pressure, oil temp gauge. We're going to actually try to use the factory cluster. Not sure how well it's going to work. We already know there's going to be an issue with the speedo, so the only thing that might actually work is the tack and the coolant temp. So hopefully we can figure out how to get that to work right. The other thing we got wired in is our onboard air compressor. That's actually going to run our boost controller. We're using this is a drag car, specific car. So on the street we're going to kind of be stuck on gate pressure, but we'll be able to run any boost level we want, no problem. Now one of the other things I did want to show you is we are using a T850 transmission out of an SRT4. As far as I can tell, one or two people have done it before. It's actually not that difficult. It doesn't look like it's going to be. I will show you later. I will make a video on how we do it, the motor mount in particular, a couple photos of it. We're just using the stock axles out of an SRT4 right now. They bolt right in. They're actually in there. Everything lines up real good. Everything fits real good. So it doesn't look like this mount is going to be that difficult to make. We're just going to modify a factory auto trans mount to go work with an SRT4 trans mount, and kind of looks like it'll work really well actually. Now this is Dave's car. I'm not going to show you a whole lot with it. I'm not going to start it up today. I don't know if anything's torn apart on it, if it's good to start or not, but it makes a lot of power. I think it's an S369 turbo. So it makes a lot of power. It is fast. It still has most of the interior. Seats obviously have some Kirkies on there. The rear are obviously gone, but All still has the glass. Door panels, all the windows still go up and down like they're supposed to. It's a nice car. And then over here, we got Jay's car. We're actually putting a bigger turbo on it now. We're about 3/4 of the way done with it. It doesn't need a whole lot more. I don't know what we're waiting on, or if we just need to get more time to work on it. Everybody's at work right now. He's had this car a long time. It's super nice. Probably one of the nicest orange ones I know of, that's for sure.